So welcome to Rotary District 6920's interview with George Peake today. He is here to talk about the Friendship Exchange happening in Buenos Aires, Argentina this coming March 2023. So today we're going to learn who can go, how to apply, why are we having these exchanges. So George, welcome and congratulations on this new position in the district.
Thank you. I'm excited to be a part of the district leadership, and Heather Kellen asked me to head up this, and it's the perfect thing for me because I love making new friends and love exploring new places and learning about different cultures, and that's what this is all about. It's an opportunity for us to meet Rotarians from another part of the world and from a different culture, and for us to gain understanding and insight into their world, and for them to understand us better too. And that's a big part of what Rotary is.
Absolutely. And we haven't done it in a couple of years due to the pandemic. So this is the first time that we've fired it up again, right?
Yes, that's right. There actually was a trip, a reciprocal trip to Serbia that Hamza Toda was leading this year. That was in association with a global grant that they had been a part of. But as far as one being open to the whole district, I think this is the first time in 2 or 3 years that we've done it. So it's exciting to open it back up. The people we have been talking to, I've been corresponding a lot with the folks in Buenos Aires, their Friendship Exchange chairperson down there has been very responsive. They have done this a good bit in the past, both with other Latin American countries and also with some other North American, U.S. and Canadian, and I think even some European countries have exchanged with them. So they're pretty savvy at this, and they invited us to listen in on a Zoom call that they had with some other clubs around Latin America, from Peru, Bolivia, Brazil, Mexico, Puerto Rico. So we did that about a month or so ago. Heather Kellen and I did, and another member of our committee. And we had a translator helping us because it was all in Spanish. But it was just a beautiful thing to watch these different people from all these countries. I mean, people started crying on this Zoom call as they were reconnecting with folks that they had made these exchanges with. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing to see the relationships that were brought about through this exchange, and I think we'll have that same experience.
So you're going to actually open the application process for folks to apply,
right,
to go on this in March. And is it just for Rotarians in our district, or is it open to the public? How does that work, George?
Marjorie, we're limited to 10 participants from our district, and they're limiting their folks to 10 travelers from Buenos Aires. So I really want our folks in our district to have the first opportunity to do this, and so and I'd like it to be Rotarians that are going, and typically it is. It's not a husband and a wife type of thing going, and I'm sure we'll kind of take that as it comes according to the applications that come in, and the reason being is that so we can open it up to more different families within the Rotarian district of 6920. So instead of taking up 2 spots with a husband and wife, we'd rather see one person from a family and then another person from a different family and a different club come. So that's kind of the mindset behind that. Again, we'll play that kind of by ear as we receive applications.
Okay. So if somebody's watching this and is curious about how they get selected, or what the process is for applying to go on this friendship exchange. How do they go about doing that?
Okay, an email was sent out from Miss Goodnow. She sent Paula Goodnow sent that out July 1.
Okay.
Supposed to be sent to every Rotarian. That within that email was an invitation to apply. There was an application attachment to that email. So we would want you to fill out, the Rotarian who wants to go, fill out that application, send that back to me. All that information is in that email. Look for Paula Goodnow's email, July 1, in your past emails, and you should see that. If there's any questions, they are welcome to contact me, and I think you got my contact information. Are you able to pull that up? I know we had a little technical problems at the beginning.
We do. Here is how we get in touch with you, George.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my direct mobile number, and just give me a call. And that is my personal email that I use for Rotary, 10kdiver@gmail.com. And that Rotarians are welcome to reach out to me. And I've had some already reaching out to me with questions, and I've been sending them back information. So that open application and open invitation started July 1 at the beginning of the new year. We will accept applications. This is an important date to remember. It will accept applications until September 9th.
That's my birthday. I can remember that.
Hey, that's great.
9/9.
I'll remember that and put that in my notes with you. Good. Yes, September 9th. Please have your applications by then. It would be probably good to go ahead and do them now and send them to me. I've already got 3 or 4 that I've received since that email went out July 1. But we will be reviewing those applications, and again, wait until September 9th and then close off the application period.
So what do people need to realize? How much time do they need to take off?
Yep.
Is there any training ahead of time? Yep. I mean, if somebody's watching this and is considering it, what do they need to keep in mind?
Great question, Marjorie. First of all, they need to be able to commit to travel. It's a 10, might as well say 11 days, because what we will probably do is leave on March 19th. The official date that we've agreed with Buenos Aires is March 20th through the 30th. But Delta flight leaves in the evening, going on a direct flight to Buenos Aires from Atlanta.
How long is that?
Yeah, it's 9 hours.
Oh, that's a long flight. It's straight down, isn't it?
It's straight down. A long way. It's you're the very southern part of South America. So it's.
Oh, I've got a picture of it here. Hold on a second. Isn't it the same time zone?
I think
it's still in the same time zone.
They're an hour ahead of us. Yeah, because they stay east a little bit more. Yep. But it is it's a long flight, but it's not a bad flight. 9 hours is is about as much as I want to be on one flight. But I will tell you, when you go on one of these longer flights, and I've been with Delta on flights like that, even in the main class, they treat you good. They have pretty decent meals that are provided. Drinks as you want them. But the nice thing is this flight leaves, I think it's like 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. And then you get there at 7:30 in the morning.
So it's a red eye, and you don't have jet lag, really. Like when we flew to Serbia, we had bad jet lag.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Because you're only 1 hour difference in time zone. Yeah, that's right. So, Delta, Delta has a couple of different classes that you can get in if you want to do that, and those are nice. If you have the money
for it, right? With this trip, with this trip, the people that apply, you have to pay for the flight. Is that correct?
That's right. That's very, very good question. Yes, each traveler will be responsible for paying for their airfare and any incidentals that they want to do along the trip. They want to do side trips or uh, souvenirs, that kind of stuff. You're responsible for that. But I think it's my understanding that the host they put us up in their homes and they take care of all our meals. They'll be taking us to shows. We've got dance night. I've heard, and kind of need to work on your tango, I think. But and then they've got some service projects that they'll share with us, and we may help out in some service projects. But they're gonna wine and dine us, while we're there.
They do. I want to point out, I want to say hi to Tom Woodbury. He's watching. Will Groover is watching. Will just became the president of Metro Savannah. And Lisa Birch is watching. She did one of the last friendship exchanges before COVID. And I know they had, she said, fabulous opportunity to be with great Rotarians. It's really, to me, like a once in a lifetime experience. There, you're going to make friends down there that you keep forever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty of the Rotary network. We have friends all over the world.
We really do, and it's been interesting, Marjorie. And by the way, Lisa Birch is part of our committee, and she's been extremely helpful because she's been
there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so neat as I've been communicating with these Rotarians in Buenos Aires, and of course you see this anywhere you go. We are bound together by common dreams and common values and objects. The object of Rotary and the 7 focuses that we have, and it's just a really neat thing to go to somebody in a totally different culture, and they're all about the things that we really care about too. So it's a neat experience.
So the 10 folks will be selected. That they fly down there and they do not stay in hotels. They stay with other Rotarians in the home, and that's where the magic happens. That is where you make these bonds, these everlasting bonds, forever. When we did the one to Serbia, I love to talk about how my host showed me how to make a Serbian breakfast, and it's not Cheerios. It is red pepper and cheese.
Wow.
I mean, that's what you learn, when you open your eyes to the world. And this is a perfect opportunity.
After you've done the activities of the day and you've had dinner and you come home with these folks, you sit around and you talk about things, and that's where a lot of magic happens. That's for sure. Yeah.
And then you start following them on Facebook. I still can't read anything in Serbian, but I can respond in English, like, what is happening? And they all speak English very well. But
I imagine we're going to find that with a lot of the folks in Buenos Aires, although it would be helpful to have a little Spanish in your vocabulary. And if we had somebody that was fluent in Spanish applied for this trip,
it would be helpful.
Started at having them along with us. So I can hablo un poco español, pero es muy yeah. I speak Spanish, but it's really bad.
The one good thing about these phones is Google Translate. And you can actually, like in Serbia, we would speak into the phone and it would spit it out in Serbian.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but I have a feeling they speak English really well. So, okay, so if they can't find the application, they can email you or call you Or
Right.
do you know if it's up on the website that people can download it?
I believe it is. Yes, I think
Okay.
it was put up there right after the letter was sent out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
And
it's. Yep,
people have to realize before they apply, it's a good 10 days, 11 days. So
that's right. That's right.
it's a,
And,
it's a
and
longer time.
yeah, and let me continue answering your question there. We would also uh, we're planning to have at least one training time together, possibly two, kind of do it in a weekend retreat together.
Yeah.
Uh, Maybe have someone come in who evaluates us as a team, and because we're representing Georgia Rotarians, and
And you are ambassadors.
we are
You,
ambassadors. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun and make some great memories. But we also want to be good ambassadors, for our district. So yes, they need to be willing to take a weekend off and do the training. And
Mhm.
we may end up having a second training. We'll just kind of see how the first one goes on that. That'll be probably sometime this fall or early next year, or in January, February before we go. But yeah, we're excited about it. We want folks that have an adventurous spirit. They're willing to go and do maybe things they're not used to doing before, like staying in strangers, at least starting off a stranger's home. Um, they need to be willing to be flexible. Um, when you travel,
Stuff
stuff,
happens.
yep, stuff happens, and you just need to be willing to be flexible. We used to have on our little church missions trip, we had a saying. You've heard of Semper Fi, always
Mhm.
faithful, the Marine Corps saying, or motto, but we would say Semper Gumby.
It's
Semper Gumby. Always be flexible. Okay. Always be flexible.
really true, especially with international travel. And I bet they're going to need to be able to prove they've had vaccines. Um,
Probably so. Yeah, that's changing every month. So
mhm.
go with the flow on whatever's required on that. But right now, you can go internationally, and you don't have to get tested now to come back in the United States, which was a real hassle.
That will be so much easier.
That was such a hassle.
Much
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. The other thing I want to point out is if you do get selected and if you do go, um, it's a really good opportunity to be a speaker in all the other clubs around our district about the experience.
yeah.
And it encourages folks to sign up for the next one.
Yeah. Well,
So,
key dates to remember: September 9th. That's the drop dead date for applications. Okay. So
okay.
please,
And they
I'm
just
sorry,
have to have it to you by then, right?
just
That's
right, right. And we will be evaluating them as we go along, but that's when we're really going to pull them all together, and we will probably start some video interviews with the applicants, uh, probably before September 9th. But we hope by, I'm going to say, the end of September, that we have our choices made and confirmed with those folks that they're willing to go. So
so you'll let them know before October 1st.
yeah, that's our hope. Yeah, to do that. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. So another key thing right now, the current cost for a ticket to Buenos Aires on Delta direct flight round trip is about $11.50 for these days, $1,150. So just keep that in mind. And if folks want to, I'm okay with saying, hey, if you want to go to your club and say, I'm going from our club, I got selected. Would y'all like to help me? Pay for
Mhm.
a flight. Then that's fine with me. I'm fine with y'all doing that. But that individual's bottom line responsible.
Right.
There's no money pooled for us to pay for the flights. So
And they'll be encouraged to document their trip on Facebook, on
Mhm.
uh, yeah, I mean, it really will help with exposing, showing off Rotary too, with that kind of stuff. So,
That's right. Point, Marjorie. Yep.
yeah. So anyhow, I'm trying to think. Any other information that you would like to share?
The important dates, the deadline, September 9th. The dates of travel, probably March 19th through March 30th.
There we go. I got that pulled up.
Yep. And then also very important that they are coming to Georgia April 20th through the 30th. We are planning to have them fly into Savannah, spend a couple of nights in Savannah and do some things there, and go to St. Simon's for a couple of nights. Then we're going to come to Perry, Macon area for a couple of nights. And then we're going to end up their week in Callaway Gardens at our district conference.
Nice.
Which is April 28th through the 30th. So their last couple of days will be participating in our conference, which I thought would be an interesting thing. And so, yeah. So
exchange, exactly. So we would swap houses. They would stay in our homes.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yep. And we're gonna take them around the district, as much as we can, and show them some cool things, I think. So
excellent. Lisa just mentioned we have a Friendship Exchange Facebook site, and I remember when they went, they would upload everything there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. So if anybody has any other questions, just reach out to George or ask him now. So we've got him one-on-one right now.
And I'm on Facebook. You can always look me up on Facebook. I don't think there are not a lot of George Peakes in Perry, Georgia. So you can look me up on Facebook, friend me, message me, and I'll communicate with you there if you didn't catch the email and the phone number here. So, but I think that's all on our district webpage.
Yeah.
All that is there. Just look for Friendship Exchange Program. Yeah.
George, we thank you for your leadership, for taking on this responsibility. It is what makes Rotary, actually. So, hold on. We've got another comment here.
Okay.
District 6920 they're from Turkey. Yeah. Whoops. Can you see that? Can you read that?
And Rotarians are wonderful people. I experienced Southern hospitality in 2012 when I visited them from Turkey, District 2440, as a GSE team member. How about that? Very cool. Yay.
That's really cool. Thanks for chiming in on that. That is how lucky to be able to have that experience. So, and if anybody watching would like the same experience, please make sure you get your applications in before my birthday on September 9th and get it to George. And George, thank you again for your leadership. And we, continue to monitor the newsletter that Leslie sends out and the information that Paula sends out, because I'm sure you'll be updating things as they go along.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, guys, over and out. We will talk to you soon. Keep up with the Facebook page for the latest information.